Summary: Debbie from 90 Day. The single life finds hope in online dating after a heartbreaking experience with a younger man. Debbie meets Ruben, a Cuban man from Miami, who she believes could be the one. Despite her son's concerns about Ruben, Debbie is still dating him and hopes for a lasting, special relationship. 90 Day. The single life star Debbie Johnson and Ruben the Cuban from Miami have a bright and colorful future ahead of them. Debbie, a 67-year-old from Sugar Hill, Georgia, was first seen in 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 4. Debbie was dating the 24-year-old Oussama Berber and was moving to Morocco to get married to him. With 2 failed marriages behind her, Debbie had put a lot of faith in Oussama. However, Debbie was heartbroken when she found out Oussama was only interested in marrying her for a one-way ticket to America. Debbie admitted she hadn't been successful at meeting men in person, so she wanted to give online dating a try to see how that would work for her. Debbie revealed that Russ changed his colors after their first date together. Debbie was upfront with Russ about her relationship with Oussama. Debbie told Russ how she was dating the 24-year-old and broke up with him earlier that year. Debbie had already lied to Russ about her real age and told him she was 10 years younger. Debbie revealed that Russ called her after the date and started taunting Debbie about Oussama and his age. Related 20 Best Reality TV Shows. Right now television is being impacted by the ongoing entertainment industry strikes, leaving many turning to reality TV. What are the best shows right now? How did Debbie meet Ruben on Single Life? 90 DF's Debbie was hurt because she thought Russ accepted her for who she was. Once her situation with Russ fizzled out, Debbie told herself she wasn't giving up on love and told the cameras she'd already met somebody. Debbie said that Ruben was 58 years old, and they had been talking every day for a couple of weeks. He's Cuban. He's got the exotic flair that I'm looking for, Debbie smiled. Debbie liked that she could call him Ruben the Cuban from Miami. Ruben was age-appropriate for Debbie, and he liked to travel. He ran with the bulls, you know, she gushed. Ruben had already been to 60 countries. Debbie said she liked to brag that she'd been on 4 continents. Ruben wanted Debbie to come to Miami because he was getting drawn to her the more they talked. Ruben wanted to show Georgia Peach Debbie the Cuban culture of Miami. Debbie Ruben's first date was unforgettable. Debbie worried that every man who had swept her off her feet had let her down. However, Ruben was different. Debbie was slightly taken aback by her first impression of Ruben because he held a large bunch of balloons, and wore a big hat and a colorful shirt which made Debbie look conservative. Debbie gave Ruben a chance. He liked that Debbie was vibrant and alive and not boring. Ruben was looking for something long-term and romantic. Ruben was not looking just for sex. Ruben took Debbie to the world-famous ball and chain where they danced the night away and sipped on drinks with sugarcane straws. Ruben told the cameras that he wanted to be a gentleman and have a partner who could become his best friend. Debbie joked that she'd turned into a virgin since it had been 14 years since she'd had sex. Debbie was scared about what would happen if she had to get physical with Ruben. She cut the date short by telling him she'd had a long day and needed to get back to the hotel. Ruben wanted to meet Debbie the next day to show her the rest of Miami. "You took me on a roller coaster ride," she told Ruben before he planted a sweet goodnight kiss on her lips. Debbie's son Julian thinks Ruben is dangerous. Debbie felt like hopping into one of those romance novels and meeting Ruben. She took her son Julian to the pharmacy to shop for condoms for her hot date. Julian didn't want Debbie to go to Miami just because she'd met some man, because she'd already done it once in Morocco. Julian took a couple of days off from work to accompany Debbie to Miami. She wanted Julian to promise that he would keep a low profile and not interfere with her dates. Debbie knew that Julian had every right to be concerned after what happened with Usama. "But he best not screw this up for me because I like Ruben a lot," Debbie had said even before seeing Ruben in person. The upcoming episode will have Julian confronting Ruben and asking him if he'd ever been in trouble with the law. Julian got a dangerous vibe from Ruben. Is Debbie still dating Ruben from Single Life? Debbie felt an attraction to Ruben. However, she didn't want to jump the gun. Debbie was not with Ruben for a fling. She wanted Ruben to be her someone special. It appears Debbie could still be dating Ruben as the two of them are following each other on Instagram. Ruben also posts about Debbie on his page, suggesting they are boyfriend and girlfriend after filming 90 Day, The Single Life, or have at least managed to stay friends if things didn't work out between them. 90 Day, The Single Life airs Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time on TLC. Source: 90 Day Fiancé, Facebook. Ruben The Cuban, Instagram. 90 Day, The Single Life reality release date February 21, 2021. Cast: Big Ed Brown, Colt Johnson, Debbie Johnson. Seasons 3.